All right, welcome everybody tonight to the meeting. So happy for everyone who's on the live and everyone who's in the recording, and happy for you as well, because this is a very important time in your life. I feel like everyone that I've been meeting lately has been ready to transition, whether it was transitioning into making some extra income, whether it's they don't want to spend too much time on the job and they want to kind of free up their life a little bit, or they're trying to strategize on how they're going to move next in their passions, but they need the funds to be able to do it. So, other than providing people health solutions, one of the best things that Juice Plus Company provides is a business. The business plan is amazing and compensation is amazing. But I want to share three videos tonight, and you'll hear some brief discussion between some of us that are on here as well, of our ideas of things that we've combated during the time of business, or things that we had to get over, or just kind of learned in general. But this one video I want to share, I think is really super important, and so stay tuned. And I'm going to share my screen really quick. All right, let me get it up big so you guys can see it and hear it.
Which is that you,
hold on a minute.
When you launch your business, you're going to feel this pressure that we all feel at times, which is that you need to be the expert, that you need to know everything about everything about everything. And really, that in order to say anything, you need to know everything. And maybe you've already felt a little bit like that you got to know everything about the products and everything about the business and everything about the compensation plan. But that's not actually how this works. We do have a system in place to help you do this. So that's what I want to show you. In your life, you have people that trust you. They trust you because they know that you are a good person. They trust you at church. They trust you at your job. They trust you as a mom or dad, and they respect you as a mom or dad and in your job. But when it comes to Juice Plus, they don't yet view you as an expert. In other words, they trust you as a friend or a mom and dad and respect you in that job or that thing that they've seen you do over a period of time. But when it comes to all that excitement that you're sharing about these plant powders and all this awesome research and these Juice Plus products and this incredible way to earn an income virtually, they don't yet perceive you yet as an expert in that area. And that can slow us down sometimes because we think to ourselves, well, I need to do all this studying and learn all these things now, but that is not actually how it works. I want to show you how this system works. So what you're going to do is you're going to utilize the trust that you've already built with people in your life, and you're going to use the trust to connect them to the expert. And then the expert is actually going to build the respect. So your job is not to be the expert. Your job is to connect them to the expert, to use your trust to connect them to the expert. And then you may say, okay, well, who or what is the expert? Well, the expert is simply the system. We have a whole system in place. We've got videos and all the information that you need in order to build respect with the people in your life. And the expert, that could be the videos, it could be events, it could be three-way connections, because we have a whole support team as well that helps in this area to build the respect. So again, your job isn't to be the expert, but to connect them to the expert. And I hope this takes a lot of that pressure off of you when you're getting started, because I don't have to know everything about everything. I don't have to know all the things about the product and the business, because this is an earn as you learn. So your job when you get started, and maybe even for the first year after you get started, is to primarily utilize that trust to connect people to the expert. That's also enabling you to serve those people in your life better, because you are showing them that it's simple. This is a simple way of learning. You're connecting them to that expert and letting that expert build the respect. It's really that simple. Trust, respect, expert.
All right. So that was a short video, but it's very important because in my 7 years of being a part of Juice Plus business, I've met all kinds of people. I've met people that know it all. I've met people that don't feel like they know anything. Then I have people that feel like they have to do this whole research report before they speak. And it's not any of those things. It is the simple system of using your trust that you already have with the people you already have it with and leading them to the expert. Now, I want to expound on what the expert could be sometimes. Know your people that trust you. If your people that trust you will watch a video, then send them the video as the expert. If the people that you know, they don't like to learn, they don't like to read, they don't like to write. I know it sounds funny, but it's people like that. Then you put them on a phone call because that means they don't want to watch video. Maybe after the phone call, they might be open to a video, but you have to decipher, what kind of expert this person like, because you know that person, you know them. Maybe they're visual. Maybe they need to see it. Maybe they need to eat it. Maybe they need to feel it. I don't know. Sounds kind of crazy, right? But maybe that's what they need to do. Once you connect them to the expert, then that ups the respect. That ups the respect. And you don't know how many experts you'll have to connect them to because everyone's different. Okay? Everyone's different. But I believe that God will speak to you and he will tell you, this person needs that or this person needs that. It's going to be one of the things, either a video, a phone call with the person, but it's not you. That's what I want to say. It's not you, okay? The only thing that you are responsible for is connecting them to the expert. Second thing you're responsible for is after you've connected them to the expert, you follow up with them. That's the huge part because that's the part before closing is the follow-up. A lot of times we'll do a connection piece, but then we like drop off and forget. You gotta close it. You gotta follow up. Maybe that's, hey, did you enjoy that? Or what did you learn from that? Or whatever. However you have to talk. You know the person. And it's not about selling them anything. None of that. Just kind of following up with them from what they said they would do, whether it's a conversation or whatever the case. Once you do that, they'll either tell you, that you'll have people in your life that go, look, I'm not really interested in that. And then you have people that go, wow, like I really didn't realize I needed that or whatever. Doesn't matter. Detach yourself from the outcome. Your only job is to plant the seed and to follow up with the plants. Okay. That's it. That's your job. It is God's job to do everything else. That's it. All right. So I hope that was very helpful. I'll get some feedback from you guys. So go ahead and take some notes while we're watching this. I'm going to share one. All these will be little short videos I'm sharing, but these are very important because the Holy Spirit kind of leads me on what I feel like I need to share with you guys each week. And I feel like each week he's on point with this. And so the next two parts, because once you do those parts I just said, something's going to happen. One thing that's going to happen is someone's going to say yes. And you're going to be like, oh, shoot, what do I do? Like we don't know what to do when people say yes. Or when people sign up for our business and we're like, shoot, I just went in the office and there's a new rep. What do I do? So you don't know what to do. So now we're going to go over the part when someone says yes to being your customer and you're surprised and you just didn't know what to do. So we're going to talk about two things. The first one is how to get your first customer. We're going to talk about, and then the second thing that we'll close with tonight is how to set up your cart, because we have a feature that's cool called setting up your cart, just in case if you've never seen it. All right, let me, get this one video up real quick. And this is how to get your first customer. Bear with me for a second here. But while you're bearing with me, thanks so much. And welcome to all of the new team members on Team Make It Happen. We are excited about your journey. All right, so how to get your first few customers. This is the next video. Okay. Let me share my screen. This is important because you're not gonna do do any business if we don't get
your
any
own order.
customers.
And then
Here we
maybe
go.
you're also placing some orders.
Here we go.
Hey
Boom.
everybody, I wanted to hop on here today and share with you, what does it look like to get your first few customers? This is actually something that can be very simple, and you can even do it in your first day, because honestly, if you're placing your own order and then maybe you're also placing some orders for your household, now is the easiest time to go ahead and invite a few other people to be a part of this initial health journey with you. So I'm going to talk about two main ways that we would encourage you to engage that will simplify what it looks like to invite a few people into this journey with you. So the first way is you're making a list. You could do this right after this video. Just take 5 minutes, make a simple list, 5 to 10 people. These people are going to be who you would consider in your life are your yes people, people that you already have a great relationship built with, you have trust built with them. If you're selling dirt, they would probably buy it from you. The people that, you guys support each other in life and different things that you do. So those are the people that you're thinking about here. And once you have that list, you're going to reach out to those people. And there's a couple ways that are very simple that you could do that. One way is you could click on the scripts link that's in the description of this video, and it'll take you to a few simple messages that you can send out to invite somebody to learn more initially, depending on what you're inviting them to. Your sponsor can help you with that. Very simple. Or you could just simply connect with these people and just share your heart, because these are the people that already know you. And that's what I did in the beginning. I'll tell you a little bit about what that sounded like for me. When I got started, I made my quick list, and then I just reached out and said, hey, this is Fruits and Vegetables. I'm really excited about this being a part of my health journey. And I wanted to have a few family and friends be a part of getting started on this health journey with me. And you were one of the first people that came to my mind. And I wanted to know if you would be willing to try this for at least 4 months, give me your honest feedback about your experience so I can better educate other people in the future. And at that point, you can decide if you want to continue on with it, which I think you are going to want to, but that would totally be up to you. This is something I'm personally really excited about doing long-term for my health. So I basically just asked them, would they do me a favor? And that's how I got my first few customers. But the cool thing, you guys, is that 12 years later, all those people that were my first yes people, my first customers, are still consuming Juice Plus because of all that it's done in their health journey. So the way they enter into this journey might look different, the way they get their foot in the door, than the reason that they end up staying long term. So that's the first way, is establishing who your yes people are, your inner circle, and connecting with them. The second way is through a social media post. And we actually have a social media post already curated for you that you can utilize. You can copy paste it. It makes it very, very simple, that you can use to begin conversations with people, because people will see your post. They may end up reaching out to you privately, commenting or liking, and that gives you opportunities to connect with those people, especially using our ATM system, which we have a video about in this unit section. You can check that out. But the social media post is very simple, and it's something that would be another way to start conversations that maybe you wouldn't have known to start otherwise. So those are the two main ways. And my encouragement is to go ahead and make your simple list and continue to work closely with your sponsors so they can help you establish who those very first people are going to be that join you in this health journey.
All right. So that was the second thing we're going over is, how do you get your first couple of customers? I'm going to give you some wisdom here. When you make your list of yes people, your yes people know you, right? Your yes people know you. You have trust with them. You don't really need a script for those people. You don't need a script or a special thing for those people. Do something that's strange. It's crazy that I'm going to say this is strange in today's world. Call them. We text all the time. Did you ever think maybe call them? They would be like, oh my God, like it's been forever since I've heard your voice, whatever. not only do, whether they say yes or no is here or there. Not only do you need to hear someone else's voice, they need to hear your voice too, whether you believe it or not. So some of them you can call them. If you know that your yes person loves to text, then I say text them. So kind of get an idea for what your yes person likes the best. Everybody's different. Some people prefer a text over a call. Some people prefer a call. When you write down your names, write down next to them what you feel like they prefer. Second thing, for the second part, if you're going to do a social media post, I'm going to explain how that works because I think people have mixed reviews on how that works. I always see people post these things about what they're doing on social media, and then they sit and they think magic's going to happen. It's not. So what happens with social media posts is it's your job to go back to that post and see who commented on that post. It's also your job to see who viewed that post. They have things on the social media post that shows you who viewed it. Third thing that you're to do on that social media post is you're to see who liked that post. Once you write down those names or get those people in your mind, then your job is to go through that post, the people who liked it, commented, or whatever they did, and you reach out to them in Messenger and you say, thanks so much for whatever they did, liked it, commented, how's everything going? You just regular conversation, not robots, not scripts. I'm gonna tell you what, some people, when they see these little scripts in their inbox, they delete you. You know what else they do? They block you, or they think someone has scammed you, or all of these things. So I'm saying be a human, be an actual human and have conversation. It's not misleading. It's actually just being a human. And then after you have a little human conversation, you could always ask them, why did you like my post or whatever you want to say? Maybe they liked it for a reason. Maybe they were just trying to be nice. Maybe they actually were interested or whatever. That's your chance to invite them to the August 3rd event that we'll be having called Rise Up and Change Your Health Story. Not only that, in that conversation, they might actually be stalking you on social media and have never asked you a thing. I've literally had people that I've called up, not for anything health related, just to talk to them, and they go, oh, by the way, I see your post on such and such, and I'm like, they have never liked any of my posts. I'm thinking like, what? But guess what? They're watching you. They are watching you. So just because you don't feel like they're watching you, they are definitely watching you. All right. So last thing before we open up the floor, I want to share this video on how to set up your cart for a potential customer. 1 second. Share my screen. This is cool. This feature, I love it when our company implemented this, because some people don't know how to set up an order, and instead of telling you that, they will struggle through it as a customer and as a team member sometimes. And so what I want to do is make sure that we silence that. And I also want to let all team know, this is for anyone in the live and watching the recording. If you are having trouble to set up an order, please reach out to myself, Deshawn, or Priscilla. Can you raise your hand if they can see you? Priscilla or Joe, raise your hand. We are here to help any little kinks that you might be having in your business. We don't want anybody to feel like they're struggling. That's why we do these team training and training things or whatever, so that you're not by yourself in this business. We told you that we were not here to recruit you just for a business. We're here to help each other rise up in our business so that we can achieve the income that you want. So it's up to you if you want to, stay close to the fire and things like that. So I'm going to share this video so that everybody can kind of have it, whether they're watching recording or not. And it's how to place a Juice Plus order. Really quick. Wait, let me make sure I shared my sound. I don't think I did. Okay, here we go.
In this short video, I'm going to show you how to place a Juice Plus order for yourself or for a new customer. This process is also the same for ordering complete shakes, complete bars, or the Juice Plus Omega Blend. For Healthy Starts for Families orders or Tower Garden orders, please refer to the video specifically on that topic. Let's start by going to juiceplus.com and clicking on Sign In. Select Partner, And on the left-hand side of the screen, enter in your partner login information. You'll be taken to your partner dashboard, and we'll click on Shop on the top of the page. Since we're placing a regular Juice Plus order, we'll select Order Now from the Juice Plus order box. Now we need to put in our customer's information. If the customer has ordered for you in the
Want to stop it for a second. Notice there were 3 different tabs. If you're doing a Tower Garden order, you would obviously hit the Tower Garden side. All right, now let's continue.
past, you can type in their name and you'll be able to search for them in the database. If you're ordering for yourself, you can click here and it'll fill in the information we already have on file for you. But if it's a new customer, you're going to type in their first name, last name, phone number, and email address right here in this section. Now, if you do have the delivery information and the billing address and billing information, you can fill this in here as well. But I'd like to show you how you can actually fill up their shopping cart and then share a link with your prospective customer so that they can complete the process on their own to protect their credit card information. The partner is you, so we can leave that checked, and now click Next. At this point, we select which products they'd like to purchase. You can filter the products using these bubble icons at the top. So Mary is going to get 1 order of the Juice Plus complete single-serve Dutch chocolate, and she'd like just 1 box, a single order, instead of a recurring shipment. And she'd also like to order the Juice Plus Trio capsules. So clicking on capsules, we will find the Trio and click the cart. And of course, the Omega Blend as well. And add that to the cart. We'll click Review Order. And now we see Mary's entire order right here. The recurring orders are grouped together, and the one-time single orders are grouped together below. You can see the total, the explanation is right here. And now you have a couple of choices. You can either check out, which completes the order where you fill in the rest of the information plus the payment information, or you can share the cart. This means that Juice Plus will actually give you a link that you can give to Mary. When she clicks on the link, she'll be prompted to put in her email address, and then she can start where you left off and complete the rest of the order by putting in the rest of her shipping information and her credit card information. So I'd like to show you what that looks like. Click on Share Cart. And on this page it says Mary's cart is ready for sharing. And there's 3 icons. This icon will copy the link to your clipboard. This icon will open an email that has the link already filled in. And this will open a WhatsApp message to Mary. So we're just going to copy this link right now by clicking this button. And it says it's successfully copied to your clipboard. Now at this point, you will pass this link along to Mary and she will complete the payment information section. I'd like to show you exactly what that looks like from Mary's end, just so you know the full user experience. In order to do that, I need to log out of my Juice Plus website. So scroll back up to the top. I'm going to click on my name and then log out. I'm going to paste in the URL bar the link that Juice Plus gave me to access Mary's cart. So pasting it in, it says, your partner has sent you a cart. Please enter your email address to see it. And what Mary would do is she would type in her email address right here, and then she'd click Go to Cart. And you can see on the top of the page, it's the partner's information, contact information. Her cart is already filled up with all of the items that she wanted. Very simple. And all Mary needs to do is click Proceed to Checkout. She has the option to create an account as a customer or to check out as a guest. Now, we do encourage everyone to create their own account because it does give them more control over their orders. For the time being, I will click Checkout as a guest. On the left-hand side, Mary's information is filled in that I put in earlier for her, and all that's left to do is for her to fill in her delivery address, billing information, and to click Proceed to Checkout. Once she clicks Proceed to Checkout, it will prompt her to put in her credit card information, and her order will be placed. You'll then get a notification in your email and on your My Juice Plus website saying that Mary has completed her order. Now, I do want to give you one little tip. Sometimes you send the link to customers and they really want to order, but life just gets busy. They may miss the email or forget to check their text messages. And so I highly recommend that after you send that link, you check back with them to confirm that they received it, to make sure that it opens okay, to make sure that when they click on that link and put in their email address, they can view the cart that you put together for them. Just follow up and make sure that they can and will access the shopping cart so that you can complete this order. Also, if you haven't seen the order placed within a day, I would definitely get back in touch with them just to make sure that they don't forget that very important next step. All right, so thank you guys. Have
All right, so I hope that that was very helpful. You can use that feature to place an order for yourself, like he said, or you can also use that feature to share a cart with somebody else. And now I'm going to open up the floor for anybody that wants to unmute and tell me what they love best about tonight's training. And next week it's going to be really amazing. I have something. I mean, not next week, next month. It's going to be really amazing for our team training. I have some really awesome things planned. All right, go ahead.
I really like the share the link part. I thought it was easy and very convenient. Like you start it and send it to them, and I thought that was really good.
Awesome. I love that too. All right, how about you, Teresa? And welcome, Teresa, on tonight.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Yes, I like the sharing of the link and the WhatsApp and the three different ways that you can actually communicate, with that customer. That's awesome. I had no idea that had actually been funneled in that way. So that's a really, really, really good feature. All three of them are, and then being able to share in those different ways. So I really like that.
Awesome. How about you, Joe? Is there anything that you stuck out to you tonight in the training that you like? Make sure you unmute.
Well, everything. I like everything on a video, the capsules, the shakes, and all
Mhm.
come together. I like everything come to it.
Okay, so the sharing the cart, he's speaking of the same thing. All right, well, I'm so glad that I shared that. If anyone, like if you came on a little later, you can always catch the replay. There was some good stuff too in the beginning that we talked about, but each week I want to make sure I give you guys enough tools that you guys need for your journey. You can feel free, like I said, to reach out at any time. People are always either watching this recording because some people do work on tonight. We have a huge team that we're a part of. So, there is a chat. If you desire to be in that chat, it's full of people in this chat. And so I always ask people if you desire to. It's a Team Make It Happen chat on Facebook, and it does go off a lot. So, my recommendation to you would be just whenever you answer your messenger, you can. But if you would like to be added to that, just go ahead and put a 1 in the chat right now, and then I'll know to add you to that on Facebook. We do daily encouragements in there. We also do reminders for team things and all those great types of things in there. And you can say what you're doing. So, all right, that's it for tonight. We did good on our time. And don't forget to, sure will. And don't forget to invite Big to August 3rd. It's going to be an amazing time on that event. And I'll see you guys whenever. All right, bye.